Should you leave video to the professionals? No. And I'm going to explain why in the next few minutes, so stick around. There's a common misperception out there that video is one of these really complicated things that just needs to be left to the professionals to handle. And I want to tell you, that's not true. Not when we approach video as a whole. There's a time and place for hiring a professional video producer to go and help you create a video. In most cases, that's going to be your brand story video. And that's a video that has a very specific purpose at the very beginning of your customer journey. So it's designed to create a very positive, impressive first impression. Depending on the nature of your business, depending on your industry, there may be a lot at stake for you to make sure that you get that first impression, that you nail it the first time. In that case, it's totally worth going out and hiring a video professional to make sure that you get that video right. If you're going to invest a chunk of change in a video, it needs to really be that brand story video because it really sets the tone and lays down tracks for all the other video content to follow. There's an entire customer journey where you have so many opportunities to engage and connect with your customers through video. I would tell you there's too much at stake for you not to use video. If you're just waiting until you can afford a videographer to help you produce all the video along that customer journey, you're going to be waiting a long time. You're missing out on a lot of opportunities. There was a time in history where photography was seen as something that really only the professionals should do because only the professionals could do it. Fast forward to today, and technology has dramatically changed the photography landscape. Now we all have access to cameras, whether that be the camera that we carry around in our smartphone device, or maybe that's a DSLR camera that we take with us on family vacations, a point and shoot camera that we got last Black Friday. Photography has really been democratized. We're all in some degree or another capable of being photographers and capturing photos. And the thing is, so many of us are far less intimidated by photography than we are of video. Video is not something that you need to be afraid of. Just like photography at some point crossed the threshold where people were no longer intimidated by it or afraid to use it, I'd encourage you, cross that threshold yourself when it comes to video. Stop being afraid of video content as something that's a little too far out of reach, or it's something that's, beyond what you can afford. It's not something that you have to hire a professional videographer to help you produce. There's a time to hire a video professional to come and help you produce a really high quality video production. But you don't need a high quality video production for every video in your business. There are so many more video styles that you could be taking advantage of right now to engage and connect with your customer. Remember, video is all about human connection, and video is able to do something unique that still photography and just text-based media cannot replicate. And so there's too much at stake, in my opinion, for you not to be using video. Take a step back and reframe your idea of video. Video is not something that is just professional, high-grade, cinematic quality that you have to produce. Video is simply a means of connecting with your customer. It is the closest thing you can get to being in the same room with your customer. So a photo is great, but a photo is still, it's static, it's not moving. So you really have to capture a moment just right. Video is something that just, it's far more flexible. It's far more personal. In my opinion, it's far more powerful. And so you really should be using it. So the next time you start thinking about video, maybe you have a video idea yourself, but you kind of find yourself hesitating or thinking, nah, that's something I just need to leave up to the professionals. Don't do that. Think about how you can creatively utilize the tools, resources you already have available Now, maybe you don't have a smartphone right now that's capable enough, or maybe you don't have access to a camera. So my advice to you would be take a look at your budget and find out what you can afford within your budget, because cameras are more affordable, more accessible than at any other time in history. As newer cameras come out on the market, the previous versions of those camera devices become much more cost effective and affordable. So don't feel like you need the latest and greatest camera. Just find a camera that you can afford and that you can be comfortable using, because at the end of the day, the goal is simply to be able to record video and publish video so that you can connect in a meaningful way with your customers. So over the next few videos, I'm going to be covering different video styles that I believe every business, including yours, should be taking advantage of in order to connect with your customer. And I'm also going to help you map out exactly where these video styles sit in your customer's journey so that the video they're watching is relevant and meaningful to them at the right time. If you want to make sure you get that content, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss it. In the meantime, I will see you in the next video. See ya.